Now, to formally begin the defense plenary session and to introduce the chairperson of the session, I would like to invite Brigadier N.K. Vadugotipitiya, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies, KTU. Over to you, sir.
We are fortunate to have here today with us Professor Rohan Gunaratne to chair the plenary session of the KDU 2014. He is a professor of security studies at St. Rajaratnam School of International Studies, Nanyang Technological University, and head of the International Center for Political Violence and Terrorism Research in Singapore. Born in Sri Lanka and educated at Ananda College. He interviewed several terrorist leaders of the JVP, LTT, including Velupille Prabhakaran. He is the author of several books on Sri Lanka, including War and Peace in Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, A Lost Revolution, The Inside Story of the JVP, Sri Lanka, Ethnic Conflict and National Security, and International and Regional Implication of the Sri Lanka conflict. He was invited to testify before the Lesson Learned and Reconciliation Commission of Sri Lanka. He serves on the board of the Kadiragama Institute of International Relations and Strategic Studies, Sri Lanka premier think tank on national security and foreign policy. He is a visiting professor to our university too. He was recently appointed as the editor of Imperial College Press Insurgency and Terrorism series. It is a pleasure for us you being here as the chairperson at the defense plenary session. While thanking you for your presence here amidst your busy schedule, now I will call Professor Rohan Gunaratne to the podium to introduce the other plenary session presenters, please. So, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you to the defense plenary session, expanding developmental horizons through education, research, and innovations. Let me say that the university has assembled a cast of very eminent speakers from the region and beyond to present to all of you. We have Professor Ataur Rahman from Pakistan. May I invite all the speakers of this session to take their seats, and while they do so, I will be introducing these speakers. Professor Ataur Rahman is from Pakistan. In fact, he is an organic chemist, and I want to share with you that he is trained at Cambridge, where he is a professor. And to his distinction, he has 37 international patents, and he is the recipient of the prestigious UNESCO Science Prize in 1999. Also, I would like to say that Professor Ataur Rahman served as Pakistan's Federal Minister of Science and Technology and also Minister of Education, and he chaired their Higher Education Commission. It's a very distinguished record as a scientist, and I want to say that he continues to play a very important role in the development of science and technology in the world, and currently he holds the appointment of President of Pakistan's Science Academy. Let me also invite now to the dais Major General Manda. Major General Manda is currently the Additional Director General of Military Training of the Army Headquarters in India, and I want to say that that he holds a number of key appointments, and what is not stated in his curriculum vitae is that he served in Sri Lanka as a part of the Indian peacekeeping mission. For 9 months, he was in Trinco, Mutur, and other locations. Let me also invite Major General Sahidur Rahman from the Bangladesh Army. General Rahman serves in Bangladesh. Currently, he is the General Officer commanding the 33rd Infantry Division of the Bangladesh Army. He also played a very crucial role in several UN peacekeeping appointments, including Mozambique and in Sierra Leone. Let me also invite Senior Colonel Professor Wang Yong. Professor, let me also say that he's an expert in crisis management and IT. Professor Wang also has the distinction of conducting very significant research on the security and the defense issues of the Asia-Pacific region. And he also served in Africa. He was, in fact, the senior directing staff of Zimbabwe's National Defense College. Finally, let me invite Brigadier General Zakia Mansour from the Maldives. General Mansour is from the Maldives National Defense Force, and very recently, in fact, in the month of June of this year, he was appointed as Director General of Counterterrorism at the Ministry of Defense and National Security of the Maldives. What is so significant about General Mansour is he is one of the experts in the counterterrorism field, and very recently he completed a 1-year stint at the National Defense University in Washington, D.C., where he earned a Master of Arts in Strategic Studies focusing on counterterrorism. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give a very quick introduction to this session. The nature of warfare is changing. And today we have seen that the information operations have come to the fore, but there is another phase today we are witnessing in the domain of warfare. That is, we are moving from what you call knowledge-based, from the information operations to knowledge-based operations. That means we need to have a greater understanding of the thinking of our adversary. And to capture that area, we need to focus on research. So if you are a good teacher, you must be a very good researcher. And I want to say that KDU has distinguished itself in investing in research and training. I want to say that the Vice Chancellor has always emphasized that all staff, all faculty invest their time in conducting research so that they will be able to present very authoritatively on their fields of expertise. Let me also say that this university is blessed with many resources, and probably the greatest resource of this university is the assembly of faculty and staff who are exceptionally dedicated and with such a rich experience. I also want to say that this university has produced some of the finest warfighters that played a decisive role in ending the Sri Lankan conflict. I also want to say that this university continues to produce a new generation of specialists that are contributing towards the process of stabilizing and contributing towards the rise of Sri Lanka in terms of its peace and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request the speakers to keep your presentations to the time limit that has been allocated to you. And now let me invite the first presenter, Professor Ataur Rahman. Professor.